Well, we all know actor Joe Mantagna, and from movies to television shows like Criminal Minds right here on Channel 3.
Well, now he has a new project, As We See It, an Amazon original series that will stream on Prime Video starting tomorrow. And we are so excited to be joined by the man himself. Joe, welcome.
Thanks very much. Happy to be here.
Okay, before we get to the show, I got to ask you a quick question. You played bass in a band called the Apocryphals, which would go on to play with another local group, the Missing Links, who would then go on to become Chicago. So you are friends that are the band Chicago.
Oh yeah, I've known those guys for well over 50 years now. Yeah, they're dear friends of mine, and in fact, I recently just narrated a documentary that's going to be coming out on their career. So yeah, I'm from Chicago, and
that was Kara's wedding song.
Yeah, Just You and Me, my wedding song, and I'm from Detroit. Anyway,
oh really? Excellent,
yeah.
excellent.
You know, we watched the trailer, and this is so interesting because I think I read one review from Rolling Stone where it said this show rejects tokenism. It's really getting into the complexity of what it's like to live with autism spectrum disorder and how it's really across a spectrum. But this project was deeply personal for you. Can you talk about that?
Well, my oldest daughter has autism. I mean, I have a daughter who's going to be 35 years old. So living with the world of autism has been part of my life for 35 years. For my wife, myself, my other daughter. So it's like when people would ask me, what's it like to have a daughter with autism? I go, I don't know what it's like not to have a daughter with autism or a child with autism, whatever it may be. And so what's wonderful about this show, when I first read the pilot script of it, I said to myself, this is unbelievable. It was so brilliantly written. And what I loved about it is it had as much humor as it had seriousness. And it was a perfect snapshot of what that world is like. So I wanted to meet with the writer, Jason Katims, even before I was committed to doing the series. I said to myself, I got to at least meet with this guy because he's into something here. And the fact that all three of the young adults who are basically the leads of the show, the fact that they really are on the autism spectrum, just adds that extra layer. We had 12 people on the crew who are on the autism spectrum, which adds another layer. So, I mean, I really feel, I'm so proud of this project, and all 8 episodes I just think came out wonderful. And I've been in this business over 50 years, and this is certainly one of the things I'm most proud to be a part of.
Wow, that's saying something.
That is saying something. God bless. That's really terrific. Yeah, I was reading Rick Glassman, Albert Rattecki, forgive me if I get these names wrong, Sue Ann Pine. They all play and they all identify as on the spectrum, which I just think is absolutely awesome that they all got cast in these roles.
Yeah, without question. Like I said, everyone in the production put their money where their mouth is. Starting with Jason, who created the show, and the people at Amazon to go that extra mile, because this is not something we shot like standing on a street corner. I mean, we shot up at Universal Studios and stuff, so you have to deal with all the aspects of, especially we're doing during the period of we're all going through now. So everything, all the protocols had to be there, this, that, and the other. And we had a wonderful representative on the set every day from a group called the Miracle Project, who was she was like a liaison for the people the crew members who were on the spectrum that were also part of the crew. And it was just so beautiful. I mean, it just made you realize that, this is the world we live in general, and that we are all one. We all have to kind of, work together and get along together and make it all work,
And there's funny moments and moments of love
of it, in front of the camera and behind the camera.
Yeah, that's terrific.
And I know we only have like a minute left with you, but it's whether you have someone in your life that's on the spectrum or not, this is just a show about family and love and struggle and
understanding.
Whoever you are, you're going to like the show.
Yeah, without question. Like I said, it runs the gamut. At times it's just you think it's a comedy, and other times you just think it's just like, oh my God, that's a tragic thing that kind of happened there, and it's everything in between. It's like life.
Well, I wanted to ask you about your birthday being November 13th, but you always thought it was November 10th. But we're gonna have to save that for another time.
Yeah, that's an interesting story. We'll do it another time.
All right, thank you, Joe. We appreciate your time. Good luck with the series.
I do want to understand that. All right, thanks, Joe.
Thank you very much.
All right, the show As We See It premieres tomorrow on Prime Video.